Metro Weather Watch, evening update for the Evansville metro area and surrounding tri-state communities, with meteorologist Nathan Kitchens.
Good evening, everyone. This update is brought to you by Vinny's Auto Detail. They have been serving the tri-state for over 17 years with high-quality window tinting and auto detailing at reasonable prices. Visit them at Evansville at 950 North Congress and give Donnie a call at 812-471-4900. Looking at our weather headlines over the next several days, the big story in the short term is the return of the cold temperatures. Actually, we're going to be seeing some pretty cold temperatures here over the next couple of days and certainly the next couple of mornings. We're talking about temperatures that will be down into the very low 20s tonight. And then we're looking at even colder temperatures by Saturday morning, but lows area-wide dipping into the middle teens. So we are looking at some pretty cold weather here. Coldest weather we have seen in quite some time. Really, we have to go back to early January, the last time we've had temperatures this cold. So it's been about a month almost, hard to believe. But then, going through the weekend, it's actually pretty quiet. Remember when we were talking about a weekend system? Well, no more. It's canceled. We're not looking at any system this weekend. It looks like we're going to stay dry, really, overall. We're going to see a nice rebound in temperatures by Sunday. So the first half of the weekend's pretty cold and wintry-like feeling at least, but then the second half of the weekend we get warmer temperatures surging back in on Sunday. Sunday will be a big recovery in temperatures, with temperatures getting back to the 50s, it looks like, lower 50s. Highs on Saturday only in the 30s for much of the day. As we go through next week, we have an active weather pattern setting up. Wet weather will return starting Monday afternoon, it looks like. And then the showers will just continue to increase Monday night, and then go late Monday night through Tuesday. We're going to have to watch things closer because we certainly have some favorable ingredients. And it's still 5 days out, so certainly things can change, but there are things that point towards the potential for some severe storms. Nothing's set in stone, but that potential is on the table based on what we see right now. We'll keep you updated. A return of cooler air, but following that system, it will be brief, but there will be a potent shot of cooler air coming in around the mid to late portion of next week. And there's a big question marks here whether or not we're going to see any snow chances out of this setup. And let me explain here. I don't think we can take the snow chances off the table, not just yet. But it may be a long shot, but I'll explain why here shortly. Starting off, taking a look at the satellite image, what a beautiful image. Look at that storm system here just off the Pacific coast. That is a big storm. Yet again, going to bring active weather across the west coast. We've heard that one before this winter, haven't we? My goodness. Here locally, we're quiet. We do have some upper-level moisture streaming in. You can see we were clear most of the day, but just bright sunshine. That certainly made it feel nice, despite the cold temperatures. Now we have the cloud cover streaming in, just some high-level clouds. These are those high-level clouds. So some upper-level moisture trying to come in, but we're very dry at the surface. Don't expect any precipitation tonight. We will stay dry. And certainly a cold night with enough partial clearing that we're going to see temperatures certainly getting down to the very low 20s overnight tonight. Going through the next couple of days, let me just go through the weekend to kind of give you proof that we're really not looking at much of any thing concerning through the weekend. We're dry tomorrow with surface high pressure moving right on top of us. And it's this high pressure that's going to give us that cold night Friday night with clear skies, winds going completely calm. It's the perfect setup to get really cold. So we're going to be seeing temperatures deep down into the teens, I think, in many areas. So get ready for the coldest morning we've had in quite some time. Get that heavier winter coat. If you don't know where it's at, you better go find it because you're going to need it Saturday morning. But then, going through today, Saturday, that high will start to move off to the east, and eventually we'll get a southerly flow, so temperatures will gradually recover. It'll take most of the day before it starts feeling any decent out there, so we'll be chilling most of Saturday, along with a breeze coming in out of the south by the late afternoon hours. And as we go through Saturday night, we will see increasing cloud cover as we get a southerly flow on the backside of this high, but it really looks like moisture will be just so limited that I think we'll stay dry. There's an outside chance our southeast counties might get a sprinkle, but I mean, I really think we're going to stay dry out of this. I really do. Amazing how things can change from what it looked like a few days ago. And then going through Sunday, we're continuing to trend warmer. We got a southerly flow taking hold of us. In fact, we should see a high recover into the lower 50s in Evansville on Sunday afternoon with a mixture of sun and clouds on Sunday afternoon. So the weekend is dry and it looks just fine. Much warmer on Sunday compared to Saturday. Going through next week, this is where things get active for us, okay? So before I get there, I do want to look at the temperatures real quick, because I mentioned it's going to be pretty cold here the next few mornings. So going into tomorrow morning, we'll be down into the 20s area-wide. I actually think this is a little too warm. I think we'll be seeing temperatures closer to like 20 to 23, maybe mid-20s, because we do have some cloud cover overhead, but it's still a cold night. Going through the day tomorrow, it's going to be a slow recovery. We're only looking at temperatures to recover ranging from the low 30s north. In fact, our northern viewing area is struggling even to hit freezing tomorrow. And then our southern viewing area is warm as 36, 37, but it's a cold day across the area. And then tomorrow night, we're really cold, with temperatures getting down into the teens across the area tomorrow night. You're looking at the GFS model here. The resolution on the global models isn't as good. It's a little coarser resolution, so it's likely not picking up on just how cold we'll get Friday night. So I think we'll be colder than this. Actually, we'll see temperatures in the teens, I believe, Saturday morning. And then we'll slowly see that recovery through the weekend. Again, temperatures in the 30s most of Saturday, but then by Sunday, we will recover, I think, back into the low 50s across the area by the time we get to Sunday afternoon. And we will continue that warm-up as we go into next week. So let's just stay on the temperature department here for a second. Next week, by Monday, we can see the warmer air fighting in, certainly across the area. We should see highs in the upper 50s at least. And the warm air will continue to surge in, going through Monday night. And then Tuesday, that's when we're going to see temperatures surging into the 60s ahead of a strong storm system that will be to our north and northwest during this time. And that's when we're going to have to watch for the chance for some severe storms as well with those warm temperatures. In fact, GFS has our area approaching 70 before we see much cooler temperatures filling in behind that by Tuesday night and Wednesday. Okay, so we did the temperatures now. Now let's look at precipitation. Showers look to break out across the area on Monday, especially during that second half of the day. And then the showers will just continue to increase as we see a strong storm system across the plains continuing to deepen over time. In other words, it's going to strengthen. The pressure gradient will tighten up. So we're going to see the winds increasing as well during this time. Monday night and Tuesday, very strong gusty winds, showers, and thunderstorms continuing. And then Tuesday, we're going to have to watch for the chance of some severe weather. We're going to have to watch this as we get closer because we're still several days out. You kind of need to take the models with caution, but there is that chance for some severe weather on Tuesday. Just how the severity of things, we're just going to have to kind of hone in on that over the next few days as we get closer and confidence increases. So we have this big storm moving through the Great Lakes here Tuesday night and Wednesday. Big low pressure to our north. It's going to be windy. And once this front passes through Tuesday, we're going to see a big drop in temperatures Tuesday night. We're going to see very gusty winds, much colder air filling in behind this low pressure. And then that low pressure continues to move off to the north and east Wednesday. We're going to see windy and much colder temperatures on Wednesday. And here's where the issues start to come into the forecast. So we have pretty decent confidence now in the forecast Monday through Tuesday. And then it's beyond that into Wednesday through Thursday time frame. That's where the models really start to diverge. Here's what the GFS, the latest run, is showing as I go forward. It takes a low pressure out of the Rockies and takes it down here across the plains Wednesday night, and heading into Thursday. It takes a system, tracking it to our south. It actually has a band of snowfall moving across the area. And if this were right, this would be a pretty nice snowstorm. But you have to keep in mind, this is just one run of one model. The other models are not on board. So that's what makes this solution very uncertain and probably very unlikely this time. I think this is probably the outlier solution. In other words, it's a solution that would be most unlikely based on what the models are showing right now. But I don't want to completely ignore it because it has shown us for a couple runs. And then it takes that storm up to our east by the time we get to, of course, Friday and Saturday. But that would be something to watch closely. The European computer model is not on board with this at all. It's dry, surface high pressure taking over. It doesn't allow that low pressure to even have a chance to come out and affect our area. While the GFS is showing a solution where the low pressure will be able to come out of the Rockies and actually move across the central U.S. and actually give us a chance for winter weather around Thursday of next week. So we kind of have the battle right now between the American models, a little more bullish on the idea of a winter system around next Thursday. And then you have the European model data that's really consistent on staying dry. And I've also looked at some other foreign models as well, like a Japanese model, and it also looks a lot like the European model. So that lends a lot of uncertainty in this forecast. Is the GFS onto something, or is it showing just an error in a solution? I know the snow lovers want the GFS to be right, but the GFS has done this before this season, where it's shown a snow system when the other models haven't, and then eventually we just see it trend towards the other models as we get closer. But this is something we'll have to watch. There is a snow chance on the table. Just going to have to trend it here in the next few days and watch the latest model runs to see how things look as we get closer. But we will get colder again, as I mentioned, behind that initial system on Tuesday. As we go through Wednesday and Thursday, clearly much colder temperatures filling back into the area. We're talking about highs getting back to the 30s by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Looking at our 16-day temperatures here, go to the right graphic. You can see our temperatures peak out here Tuesday well into the 60s. We might get in the upper 60s here Tuesday. Headed a strong cold front. And I mean, this is a strong storm system. Could have some severe storms, but there's a lot of uncertainty in that right now. But there are going to be favorable ingredients at play. Timing will be a big deal as well. Timing will certainly have an impact on just the severity of this setup. And then much colder air by Wednesday and the Thursday. You can see it only has us at 32 by Thursday, the GFS ensemble average. But look how short-lived. That's the bottom line here. We're going to get a nice potent blast of cold air, but it's very short-lived. I mean, we're talking about a couple days, a few days, but then we're right back to the warmth. I mean, the warmth is going to quickly surge back in by next weekend. Look, by next weekend, any cold weather is a distant memory, and overall, it looks mild beyond that. So that's just something we'll have to watch as we get closer. Again, here's a look at your weather headlines once again. We'll keep you updated on all of this as we get, go over the next few days. And of course, we'll have more updates for you. Thank you all for tuning in to your evening update, and have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you again soon.